Alright guys, so I am on turn 30 of the Khazad campaign. Almost forgot how to talk there. Turn 30 of the Khazad campaign. Now we do have a bit of a unique start here. I have taken both East and West Khazad at this point. Kicked out the goblins here, though they are still a huge threat in the western part. I know they've taken some territory over here in the east as well. But the good news is that we are bringing in some decent income every turn. So we have some room to start expanding our military. It's just a bit of a waiting game trying to get some more troops that we can actually recruit. In one more turn we get the archery range, so we'll definitely get some more of these beast hunters if we can. Maybe some of the dwarven travelers. Would love to get my hands on these legion crossbows, but culture needs to be at 50%. We are currently sitting, oh yeah, we're pretty much there, 47%. And I think I'll keep these two spies here for the time being. The guard barracks, once we get this set up, only requires 50% culture to get the Legion Shield Guard and Hammer Guard and the Deeping Guard. So hopefully it won't be that much longer before we get our Tier 2 infantry. And I think our diplomats are all good here. Yeah, hopefully Erebor does not lose the Lonely Mountain. If they do, it'll be pretty much impossible for them to get it back, unfortunately. So I'm hoping that's not going to be the case. Then I got to check on the Dunedain over here. I think I've already spoken to Ered Lewin. Yeah, I'll stay here one more turn just to see if he sticks around. I was trying to sell some map information over to him. Oh, bumped on the mic again. Sorry, folks. Alright, so Erebor, get those guys out of there. Yeah, it's a bit tricky. Sometimes Erebor, they don't have the best of luck fighting Gundabad. There's always like a 50-50 chance that they're going to end up getting their butts kicked by those guys. But they never seem to have as many problems with the Easterlings, weirdly enough. Alright, so Ered Lewin. Looks like the Nazgul are already approaching them. Durden's Forge Hall. Costs 3,400. And we got plenty of money. Let's go for it. Okay. What I really need to do this time around is I need to build a decent enough army that will allow me to take the fight to the goblins. Because if I can take this castle over here, that'll give us a decent foothold into the north up here, and then continue our fight against the goblins up there. Okay, I think I'll get more of these Dwarven Travelers. Yeah, they really don't have the greatest of range, 140 meters. Low accuracy. It'll be a while before we can get any of these guys. But we'll get started with the guard barracks right away, because we know we need that. And I'm going to go ahead and get you out here. Oh, darn it, he ran out of movement points. Yeah, I can't have that. All I want him to do is just to build a watchtower. Yep, we'll build that. Let me speak with you really quick. There we go. Got some money out of that. I think I've already spoken to the High Elves. We'll start heading north, check on Agmar. Get this guard barracks going like I promised. Where we train these troops. Might as well get these Dwarven Travelers. And the Ballista Maker is done in 2 more turns. Then after that, I might have you build a Miners' Union. Or, let me see. Nah, not a practice range. Probably not a militia garrison. Yeah, we've already got the barracks, apparently, but this needs to be converted culturally. I think what would help is if we get these spies over into Khazad West, because this place is already at 54%, and then here it's only 24%, so let's try to get those numbers up. Alright, I'm going to have you go out and build another one. Yeah, just head back. I can't go any further with these guys, unfortunately. Might be better off just sending Owen out, because Owen has a pretty strong bodyguard himself. Have you two switch places, and then you'll come over here and help him out. Okay, can't get any more mercenaries here. And then this guy... Did we already speak with Erebor? I can't remember.
Aye, my friend. What can we do for you? Nay, my friend. No convinced.
Okay, Gimli won't take that, unfortunately. I think we'll wait one more turn and see what happens.
Aye, sire. My king. Aye, sire.
Okay, again, nothing else I can really do. Need to get my spies over on the other side of the mountains. I feel like the main problem with Khazad is I can't really afford for too much time to pass because we're going to fall behind the rest of the world. Axesmith's Guild. You know, we kind of need every advantage we can get on the battlefield. We're doing well financially. Guard barracks needs 6 turns. Ideally, we need to get ourselves going before that, so we can't be spending too much time waiting on that. Wonder if I can get these guys back to full strength. I don't think there's really a way station here. No, there's no way station either one of these. 33% is pretty good. I mean, we're going to be here for a while, but we'll keep these agents here at least one more turn, is what I'm going to do. Alright, let's try to sell some map info again. Okay, not making a whole lot of money off of map info, but at least it's helping a little bit. Now, if I can get some ballistas built here, that could be helpful because Khazad will be very easy to defend if we have even just like a handful of these ballistas guarding the gates. It's probably the most use you're ever going to get out of ballistas is just defending very narrow passageways. Because then you can pretty much eliminate anything that tries to get through. Yep, the goblins are coming back. We may just have to fight them over there. I don't want to deal with the siege impacting our income. Yeah, if the goblins decide to come over here, I think we should be fine. I'm not too worried. Would be nice if I can get some mercenaries again.
We march to glory. Aye. Have a taste of my blade.
Alright, we'll have you go back. Build a ballista. That's going to take 2 turns. Yeah, so we only got like some sort of I guess we got some sort of bonus for retraining these guys, but we didn't get them back to full strength. Oh, I can get the merchant cavalry back, I think. Yeah, that'll be good. Ballista is finally done, so what else can we work on? Mining network would be pretty useful. That would boost our income tremendously. So I think I'll do a mining network. Maybe I'll keep you guys here one more turn just to get you to 50%, because you're really, really close. Okay, you're done talking to those guys. And I will speak with Avari. Yeah, there we go. Alright, let's see if they'll go for 900. Probably not. Yeah, they're not going for that. Alright, Agmar is somewhere up here. They're not too far. Okay, now. We know an attack is coming over in Khazâd East, so I'm going to send Owen over there. Because with these guys alone, we'll have more than enough. We should have just enough strength to hold off against these guys. Probably more than enough. Yeah, because these goblins won't last long in a pitched fight, especially if they're not being led by a proper general. Alright, did I already check if there's anyone else I can recruit? Nope, not yet. I really wish there was a way to get these troops more readily available. I mean, because 13 turns is a long time just to get one of these crossbows. It's going to be even longer just to get any of these units here. And I got to get this army on the move. Alright, one more turn and then I'm going to move the agents out, because I need intel on the goblins. I know those guys to the east are going to give me some trouble. The Dunlendings are definitely going to give us a hard time, unless maybe by some miracle the goblins will fight them too. If they're not already at war, maybe they'll go to war with them soon. Alright, we're making even more money, strangely enough. I don't know what we built. We didn't finish building anything, so I guess it's just on its own. Yeah, we'll get the archers retrained. That's good. At least I can get the cavalry moving again. That's good news. And every turn I'm going to go out here and check and see if we can get some mercenaries. Alright, no mercenaries to recruit, unfortunately. Kind of stuck there. Now, these goblins look like they're not going to budge. They're not going to attack us directly, so we may have to bring the fight to them. Sadly. Alright, and is that a Vari diplomat anywhere nearby? Well, I'm gonna find him. Where'd he go? Yeah, there he is. There we go. Alright, so you're gonna head down towards... You know what? I think I might have you head down towards Gondor. At some point, we might be able to talk to the Easterlings along the way, but if they're already this far in, that's pretty bad news. Okay, and then Agmar shouldn't be too far off, right? I should be following these roads. Yeah, there's Agmar's border. Maybe just push off in this direction somewhere. Yeah, you get some rest. You get some rest. Okay, so let's see here. What happens if we fight these guys now? How bad is it going to be? Got a pretty good chance of winning. Alright. Let's go ahead and bring the fight to them. Yeah, it looks like we've got the high ground. Great place to start off. Alright, let's see if they decide to charge uphill. Alright, I'm gonna keep you guys up there. I don't think they have any archers, do they? Oh, no, they do. Yeah, they got Snaga archers, a bunch of them actually. Alright, let's see if we can inch these guys closer here. Maybe if we're lucky, the archers will get in range before the goblins are. Now, I'm not going to send in my merchant cavalry. Those wargs will definitely destroy them. Can't send them in too soon. I just want to send them in when we've got the rest of the army on the run. That's the ideal scenario. Oh, alright. Is he already firing? Good, good. Aim for those archers. Maybe if we're lucky, that'll be enough to entice them into an attack. Yeah, it says he's firing, he's in range, but I don't think they're actually firing. I better get you closer. Alright, what we got over here, huh? Oh, those aren't archers. I thought they were. No, they only have just one unit of archers then. That's fantastic. That won't be too bad to deal with. Alright, I'm gonna bring in the cavalry. Just hit those skirmishers for me. Now what are they doing? Okay. Yeah, that's kind of a weak charge right there. All right, let's get you out of there. That's good enough. Yep, I think that might be enough to get them to attack us. So, let's get into position, dwarves. Alright, I need you to hit these archers again, cavalry. Come on, big charge. Yeah, they really don't have the best stamina, this merchant cavalry. So don't try to run them around the field too much, because they will tire out very quickly. And then they need a very long time to recover. Let's get you guys back. Just gonna send in Owen now. Our archers, we're getting charged at by the wargs. Crap. Alright, hit these skirmishers over here. At least we got them to start going uphill. I just need to get rid of some of those wargs there. That'd be nice. Bring down those numbers a bit. Alright, very good so far. Good work, good work. Let's have you fall back. Get back over here. Alright, time to move in. Okay, there we go. Just keep sniping after those wargs. The general should be fine over here. Maybe, I don't know. Oh, dang, they're hitting him really hard. Shit. Alright, come on. Come on, we gotta hit this guy. Oh, he's struggling bad now. Yikes. Dang, I shouldn't have separated him so far. I should have kept him closer to the line, to the volunteers over here. Come on, archers. Those warg riders are decimating his bodyguard. Need you to do more. Come on. Yeah, he's doing amazing over here, that's for sure. Hardly breaking a sweat. Okay, just keep decimating those wargs. These guys should do fine on their own. Yeah, they just keep dotting back and forth on the map, unfortunately, so I can't really do anything except shoot them with my archers. Alright, come back and hit these guys from behind. We're decimating their forces so far. Fortunately, these overseers are giving them more courage to fight. If I can just kill their captain, that'll be devastating for morale. That's why I gotta go after these guys. Alright, come on, pause it again. There we go. Yeah, you're doing good. Just rally the troops again. Alright, I think these guys are close to breaking. Lovely, okay. Good job, good job. Alright, we'll get the rest of this army running soon. He's doing good over there. At least don't die. Please don't die. Alright, come on, dwarves. Keep it up. Let's kill these Uruk overseers. Alright, some of these goblins are already on the run. That frees up all of our sentries, so now we're going to push forward. and just wrap around the rest of these guys, get them to start running.
The enemy are badly blooded. They have lost half their men.
Alright, let's get you out of there before you lose any more good horses. Can't wait to get proper dwarven cavalry. Those guys are going to be absolutely devastating against our enemies. Alright, perfect opportunity to cut them off. They're all yours, guys. Just cut them off. Damn skirmishers. Alright, Dwarven Travelers. Let's have you start moving in too. These guys completely took care of these orcs. No, not orcs, goblins. Okay, good job all together. I do like the way the Dwarven Travelers kind of look. The whole get up there. The backpacks, the hoods, and the swords are very shiny. I mean, obviously not a very intimidating unit, but still cool nonetheless. Alright, how are the merchants doing over here? Yep, just keep chasing down the rest of these goblins. Some of these guys, I think, have regrouped, from the looks of it. Alright, General, need you to come back over here. Let's get these guys on the run. Alright, who else is shooting at my troops? These damn archers over here, really?
Look how our cowardly foe runs. It is time to press the attack.
Alright, catch up with the rest of these orcs over here. The last one's on the battlefield. Let's try to make this a wipeout. Okay, very nice, very nice. And go over here and hit these Urdiks over here. Okay, so it's 10%. Wow, we didn't recover any of our casualties? That's unreal. Lost over 100 troops. I was hoping we could do better than that. Maybe our leading general doesn't have a lot in terms of recovery traits. Okay, let's get you back. We'll retrain a bunch of these troops here. There we go. That's good. Merchant cavalry, I'll send you back. I could technically still get you retrained. Yeah, let's do that now. Yeah, 49% now for culture. It's not bad. But I don't think we really need these guys here as much anymore, so I'm going to send one out this way. And then you're going to go down this way for me. Keep an eye on the goblins. Okay, if we're going to stand a chance against the goblins, we need to muster like something close to a full stack army. But to try to fight all these guys off at once is not going to be easy. I mean, if we had some heavy cavalry, we can get the job done. But we don't. At best, we have got the merchant cavalry, and these guys can only do so much. And the worst part really is their stamina, like I said before, because without good stamina, cavalry is just not going to be that effective, unfortunately. They're going to be too slow, their charge is not going to be as powerful, not going to have much of an impact. So it's good to have these guys, but we're far from having heavy cavalry. That's why I really think we need to wait until we get our tier 2 units. That way we have more to choose from to fill up the roster. Nope, think we killed him. That didn't sound pleasant. Edith Lewin rejects a gift. Alright, that is good news. We have heard news that a dark emissary has visited the Blue Mountains but been turned away. The dwarves will not say what his purpose was or far from whence he came, but they have said they will not fall into disgrace as their Grimborn cousins had before them. Some interesting lore about the Grimborn dwarves. I know version 2 is going to have a lot more expansion on the Grimborn dwarves, making a bit of a comeback. Alright, need to speak with Agmar, already know that. Guard barracks will be done in 3 more turns, that's pretty good. Still gotta wait a long time to get any of these units. Yeah, militarily I just feel like we're stuck here. I can't really do anything. I mean, I could do something if I could bring all of these troops together with Owen. Possibly even with Balin as well. I could send all of my troops and just kind of make a pitch battle over here against the goblins, but then it would leave East Khazâd incredibly vulnerable. I think what we'll have to do is this. We have to start moving out now because we're 35 turns into the game and we only have 2 regions under our belt, which is not where we need to be. We need to start getting a foothold into Goblin territory across the Misty Mountains. If we send out, let's say, Balin and his army now, he can get to the Goblins here in 2 turns. But we need to start conquering some territory.
Something to investigate. Moving quietly.
Yeah, the Goblins just have an insane amount of troops in the area. I'm hoping the Elves are doing okay over here.
On my way.
If I get over here, if they've taken Zakella, actually they haven't. I can tell they haven't taken it yet. That's too bad. Well, at least they still have Rivendell. That's about it.
I'm gonna stick you.
Yeah, the Goblin presence is extremely strong. Even with all of our forces combined, we'd still be looking at massively superior numbers. Yeah, it's hard to say what I really want to, what I can do. I mean, if we do fight the goblins, I would take these guys, the sellswords, cavalry, all of my Khazâd centuries. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 units. Not even 10 proper units. I think what I'll do, let me just save this first. because at least with East Khazâd defended, it might be a few turns before the goblins make another play for this area. If they do, we'll have plenty of forewarning if they start coming down this road. But we need to start taking... Oh, agent detected, so... Okay, so yeah, we killed that orc. Or that goblin spy, that's good. Alright, so... Obviously a bit of a gamble, but... I think we need to start moving forward here with our troops.
Forward, my king. My king. Bringing the men together. Aye. Aye, lord.
Yeah, I think I'll leave the ballistas behind. They're way too valuable. Now, if I take... Yeah, if I take Balin out of here, we're going to lose a lot of income, unfortunately, but not to the point where we're struggling or in the red. Because his presence... I mean, this guy is just so powerful. We need him on the battlefield. He's pretty much as... I mean, he's just as good as having, like, an elven hero on the battlefield. The only thing that's lacking in him is just speed and range. It's not a range unit, not great on speed, but incredibly powerful. Could probably take on 800 goblins by himself. Let's see. So I decide to move forward. Let me see what happens if I just sit over here for a little while. Yeah, he can't hide, unfortunately. I can't seem to get any more mercenaries, but that's okay. It's not the end of the world. Okay, here we go. Forgot to move my emissary. Oh, there's Agmar. Alright, want to be my friend? Or just buy some trade rights and map info? Oh, for goodness sake, really? They always seem to reject the very first offer. Okay, so... if I decide to hit this guy... will he end up joining him to help him out? I don't know. That's what I'm nervous about. Got to send this guy back just to be on the safe side. I don't see any goblins heading down here. That's the good news. I'll need you to come back down here for sure. I think we can do okay against these guys. I'm not too nervous about this. But I can't fight them both at the same time. Unless maybe by some miracle if I can get a huge uphill battle going and then crush these guys. That would be amazing. But I doubt that'll be the case. Okay, so let me try this. I'm going to try to sneak this ground over here because I know this will give me the high ground. Yeah, I can't get my ballista over there to help. No one can go over there to help him out. Darn it, it triggers both of them. I still find that a little unfair. Like, these guys are a little too far away to be able to help like that, right? 8,000 goblins. But the balance of power is not that bad against us. They got a lot of these skirmishers, but they're nothing to really worry about. The archers are going to be annoying. Very annoying. These warg packs could actually cause some damage, so I'm most nervous about these guys. But then the rest of these guys, not too bad. Already looked at that, didn't I? And then, oh, this one, yeah, this one's going to be tougher. Orc fellers, goblin infantry, goblin band, orc fighters. Okay. Well, like I said, we need to move forward. Because we can't just stay in Khazâd, basically just fortifying our defenses. We need to move out and actually attack the goblins, so... better late than never. I'm I'm hoping we can win this. Okay, so this is not the... Yeah, this is not the high ground I was hoping for. I was hoping to be more like up there. That would be amazing. But the map does not allow me to go that far. With all of our Khazâd sentries, we may just have to square up like the Battle of Waterloo. Like on the old calendars. Maybe that's what I should do. Yeah, and I'll keep you guys kind of like over here, I guess. Keep the archers in the center, hope for the best. That's probably going to be our best bet, I would imagine. Yeah, it's a good thing I managed my stream chat settings so I can start filtering out these bots. Because that gets really annoying after a while. Alright, I don't have an insane amount of hope here. This is really bad. Oh, my cavalry is still out there. Yeah, you guys will have to just kind of like stay out of here for a while. Oh, and they got siege equipment too. How did I not spot this? Alright, then I gotta find a way to get around them, so we can't let those ballistas target us for too long. Yeah, I was hoping to have better ground than this. This kind of blows. Not gonna lie. Alright, change it up a little bit. Okay, so that second goblin army is going to take a while to arrive. Now, I'm just hoping the goblins are not going to be on defense until their friends get there. Because I have to deal with all of them at once. Will be rather strenuous on me. Let's get you moving.
My lord, the tide of battle seems to have turned against us. We must act and halt this turn of events.
Alright, we fought against odds like this before as Lothlorien. I think we can manage this. Of course, when we fought that battle, we had like at least 3 heroes with us. And Lordian bodyguards are just insanely powerful. Dwarves are very strong too, but I've only got 2 to work with. And the Khazâd sentries make decent infantry, but they're only going to hold out for so long. Okay, probably best I put you guys way back here. Yeah, this is going to be rough. And the AI is a lot more cautious playing as the goblins. I think they're really just going to wait until these guys team up with them, and then they'll start attacking us. Maybe if we're lucky, they'll just come at us at like one big wave in one general direction, because if they try surrounding me entirely, that's where I'm going to be in major trouble. I'm hoping they're not going to force me to attack them, because that's what the goblins have been doing lately. It's been a rather annoying early battle strategy of theirs. Wait for me to march on them. I mean, seriously, are the goblins really just gonna sit there? They outnumber me more than 2 to 1. Why don't they just come? I mean, not 2 to 1. They outnumber me like freaking 8 to 1. Why don't they just attack me? Alright, got no choice but to move forward. Alright, what's going on here then? Come on, goblins. Come over here already. Alright, come on, dwarves. They've already killed 4 of our dwarves over here. Only managed to kill 1 goblin. And they're in close formation. Alright, we have to start moving. At the very least, I was really hoping the goblins would actually attack me altogether. But it's very unusual to see the AI behave like this. Skysta, hey, how's it going? Thanks for joining the stream chat. Much appreciated. Good to have you as always. Okay. Yep. Good charge on the orcs. Little tit for tat there. Alright, let's get you out of there now. Alright, you guys asked for it. Sending in my spears. Alright, you guys can stay there and just kind of chill, because you're already a little warmed up. That's good. Let's not tire you out too quickly. Gonna play some rivals, but I'll be lurking. Alright, sounds good. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna win this battle, guys. I'm gonna be honest with you. The numbers are pretty well stacked against us. I don't really see us being able to get any real advantage here. My only real chance would have been able to defend the high ground and have them come directly towards us. Because defending the high ground as the dwarves is a lot easier versus us just trying to march against them. Because there's plenty of opportunity for them to completely surround us. Especially since now we're trying to attack them on more favorable terrain. Yeah, and their stamina is horrible, this merchant cavalry. Quite bad. Alright, I better just keep my dwarves together. I'm gonna keep all my dwarves together here. Gotta keep you close together, guys. Alright, don't overextend yourself. Come back now. Of course, those Stupid ballistas. Can't do anything about them. Yeah, this was a mistake. Strategic blunder. Alright, bandits, just get back to the center. I gotta do something about those ballistas. Those ballistas are gonna keep harassing my best troops. Alright, just slowly start going around their flank. Because I need to take out that ballista as quickly as possible. Alright, you guys just move around this way. Come on, hit those warg riders. Stop messing around. Apparently we already got some of these guys on the run. That's weird. Why so? How are you so cowardly at this point? Alright, let's hit that ballista. Go for it. Go for it, lads. Charge! Alright, cell swords, stay close together. We can take out that ballista. That'll help us out tremendously. Alright, stay close. At least we're taking down some of those wargs. That's good. Yeah, let's get you out of there. Fall back, get out of there. Don't die on me. Alright, even the bandits are doing pretty good. But I gotta get these guys away from the wargs. At least I got the ballistas to stop firing for a while. That's good. Yeah, they're already tired. Just no stamina. No stamina. Alright, keep those wargs pinned down. Alright, I gotta keep the cell swords over here. I know I'm itching to send these guys in, but I can't completely expose my right. Gotta keep these guys here just in case, because I know they're already trying to buckle in over here. Alright, send you guys back, hit that ballista again. Just let them pin themselves down here. If I can get this goblin band to come in too, then I'll start flanking them. Yeah. We almost wiped out that whole unit, so Dwarven Travelers, good job. Very good job indeed. Time to send in Balin. We're not doing too bad. We're staying ahead of the kill count by more than 10%, so that's good. That warg pack could be a huge problem, so I better get you out of there. Yeah, they look like they're already going after you. Just get out of there, guys. Alright, now start charging this goblin band. Come on, cell swords. Two-handed swords, come on. Game's starting to lag a little bit. Hope it doesn't crash. Hope the game does not crash. Some worrying signs here. Alright, Dwarven Travelers, you're out of ammo, so I need you to start doing something else. In fact, I'm going to have you move over here and help the cell swords. Might be the best thing for you. Yep. Just hit these ballistas down here. Let's get rid of them. Yeah, I don't have any more of that special ability, unfortunately, and it looks like they're already coming around. Actually, I better just keep you guys over there just in case. What are you guys doing? Stay over here. Yeah, we gotta stop that ballista. That ballista's gonna mess up everything for us. Everyone seems to be doing well. Better get you guys over here and take out these orc fellers, because they're trying to overwhelm Balin. Shoot. Yeah, get out of there, guys. Get out of there. Shit. Get out of there. Merchant cavalry's gonna get totaled. Oh my gosh, they're getting murdered. Get out of there, guys. My only cavalry. Gotta get some proper goats. Need to get some dwarven cavalry with the goats. Yeah, just run away. I knew I shouldn't have gone after that ballista. I don't think we have much of a choice. We can't let them just keep taking pot shots at our lineup here. That would have hurt us a lot. Problem is, we haven't killed any of their captains yet. So there's no real morale break as of yet. If it wasn't for this warg pack, I could have done a lot more damage with my cavalry. But now, I just have no choice but to get them out of there. Alright, come back up here. Come back up here. We're going to swing around and hit them one more time. We got to get rid of that crew. That crew's a big problem. Very big problem. Sellswords are doing good. We're not really pushing through anywhere. We're just dwindling. We're whittling them down, essentially, but we're already suffering 18, 19%. They've lost 29% of their army. Yeah, we're only doing... We're like holding right now, but the numbers can end up pressing against us. Yeah, we're not that far ahead of the kill count anymore. 30%. Meanwhile, we're already at 21% casualties, so we're losing more troops. And I can't do anything about these skirmishers or archers hitting us. That's where I think that's where most of the casualties are coming in. Yeah, they're demolishing us with those stupid ballistas. Come on, guys. Ignore the wargs. Come on. Ignore the wargs. I need these guys taken out. One more charge. Come on. Yeah, we're not going to win this. We're not going to win this. The numbers are just too great. Now they're breaking through the center. That's bad news for us. Got to get these guys to stop hitting us somehow. Our Khazâd sentries are starting to take some pretty bad casualties. And they're starting to close the gap with the kill count. This is only 35% of their total forces. Alright. Alright, come on. Hit that one guy so he doesn't come back. One guy is enough to operate a ballista. I do not want them firing that thing anymore. Alright, come back and hit these skirmishers over here. Cause some damage. Even Balin's bodyguard is starting to feel it. The numbers are too much.
Our men have fought long and are becoming tired.
Yeah, our chances of victory is slipping away. Especially with this warg pack over here. It's screwing things up for us badly. The Khazâd sentries still seem pretty solid. Balin's bodyguard. Yeah, I need him to start making a break somewhere. At least the merchant cavalry's doing good over there. Just keep the skirmishers busy. I'm going to have you actually go back and catch up with these guys. I think you'll do more good for me if you can stop these guys from retreating. Just cut them off if you can. Because we already got a lot of these guys on the run. That's the good news. We got a lot of these guys on the run. So we just got to keep it up. Unfortunately, this warg pack is our greatest threat, because if they envelope on our right over here, then that's it for us. We're going to be done for. I just want these orc fellers gone. Thank God. Okay. Alright. Alright, Balin. Time to mess up, crack some skulls. Let's hit these skirmishers over here. Still got a shit ton of those wargs. I need you to move over there. Just run away. Flee. Flee, lads. These fucking wargs. I hate them so much. Alright, we're making some progress here. Alright, cut these orc fellers off. Don't let them regroup and come back. My God, the sellswords are struggling against the wargs. We've barely inflicted any casualties on these things. The warg packs are tough to deal with, unless you've got like some really good spearmen, pikemen, because they're difficult to kill especially in the early game when you don't exactly have the best variety of troops. Yeah, even if we win this battle, it's not like we can conquer any territory. Our troops are going to be so heavily exhausted. This will be a close win, if anything. Alright, now the Khazâd sentries are starting to get worn down. Might be able to turn this around, guys. So already at 50% losses. It's not bad. It's not bad. How come these guys are not out of arrows yet? They've been firing this whole battle. Like I said, if we just had more cavalry, we could have dealt with these archers a long time ago.
Let the crows have his miserable bones.
Excellent. Okay, that means someone's going to be running. All we got to do is just properly regroup around here. Get our troops back and get some cohesion back over here. A lot of these guys getting up running for the hills soon. Gosh darn it. Come on, guys. You can hold out. You can do it. We might be able to turn this around, boys. Won't be pretty, but we can do this. Honestly, if I can just get more of these Khazâd sentries, I can turn this war around against the goblins. Okay, gotta go back. The wargs are coming after us again. I can't do shit against these guys with these wargs covering their flanks. Alright, got more and more of the goblins running, so victory is slowly coming back to us. We can turn this around. Okay, so we killed off a lot of those wargs. Perfect. So I guess the Khazâd sentries were responsible for that. Alright, I think we can turn this around, guys. All I really need to do is get these archers to stop shooting. I could attack them from behind. It might even be enough to scare them. Because right now, they know they've lost 60% of their troops, so a good charge from behind might freak them out. Just enough to get them on the run. And those wargs are super irritating. I hope I don't lose Balin in this battle, because he's like really surrounded over here.
For the moment the fortune of battle goes our way, let's pray it remains as such.
Alright, come on lads. We can do this. If we win this battle, it's really going to be because of these Khazâd sentries, that's for sure. I should have kept Balin closer. Yep, run away, run away. Run away. Run away. Up the hill, up the hill. Come on, guys. Up the hill. Oh, my cavalry's terrible. They're slow and they're stupid. Alright, let's go after these orc fighters up here. My god, I gotta get these guys to run. We're just not getting enough of them to run away. I mean, these guys are finally on the run, that's good. These wargs are the most annoying thing. I could have done a lot more damage against these orcs and goblins if it wasn't for this warg. These guys just covering their flanks, because I can't even hit their archers. Because they just keep coming back to counter me. And if I don't do something about Balin, he's going to get himself killed. Can I get Owen over here or something? He needs help. I got to get Owen over here. Come on, Owen. Help out. Oh, finally, it's starting to free up over here. Thank the Lord.
The enemy are badly blooded. They have lost half their men.
Alright, come on over here. Owen, you need help over here. Alright, good job, Owen. Save Balin, please. How are these goblins still firing? They have got to be out of arrows by now. This battle's been going on for like half an hour. There's no way they're still shooting. Alright, Balin, I need to get you out of there. I cannot lose you. You're way too valuable to the war effort. Oh, you bloody bastards. Why don't these Uruk overseers run already? Come on. I just gotta kill another captain is what I gotta do. Okay, we can turn this around. I mean, we already are anyways. We're almost 20% ahead of the kill count. But the Frank, hey, what's up, brother? Good to have you in the chat. How's your Sunday going? Oh, come on. What are we doing here? Yeah, the Khazâd sentries did a heck of a lot better than I thought they would. It's really just the wargs that are the last thing I gotta deal with, so... Yeah, of course, they're going after my archers, bastards.
The enemy army flees the field. After them. Cut the cowards down.
Alright, at least the wargs are officially routed. That's good. Alright, come on, merchant cavalry.
Our men are winning the battle. If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
It's just these goblin archers left that are fighting. That's it. Everyone else is on the run. Pretty good so far. Let's keep this going. I know this isn't going to be a wipeout, but at least this will give us a bit of a leg up over the goblins. Do something to lessen these numbers. Come on, guys. Just, you know what? Fine. Let them shoot at us. Let them waste their ammo and shoot at us. Doesn't matter. They can't really kill a lot of us with those little dinky arrows. Come on, waste your arrows. Do your thing. Of course, merchant cavalry.
We await your command.
Alright, that's everybody off. It's just these guys that are left. Come on. Out of ammo? Okay. Now you're asking for it. Those arrows did nothing against dwarven armor.
Our men are winning the battle. If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy. The enemy army flees.
Alright, we'll at least catch these guys and annihilate all of them. Won't let them get away. Got completely slaughtered there. I don't think this is going to be a wipeout, unfortunately. A lot of goblins did get away, but we did annihilate a good part of this army. If we're lucky, we can probably get back to Khazâd and get a lot of these troops retrained.
This is a great victory, worthy of only the
46% losses. Yeah, it's still pretty heavy. I don't think we're really strong enough to continue bringing the fight to them. Especially not without reinforcements. That's going to be the main challenge. We need reinforcements badly. Yeah, I see a crap load of them got away.
honor, my lord.
Okay. Now, as much as I don't really want to do this, I don't think we have much of a choice. We are going to have to... Actually, let me think here. Yeah, let me save this as Khazâd 36, because that was pretty impressive overall. I like that. I want to see if Balin can get any more mercenaries in this land. No, I guess not. So he can't get any mercenaries. Alright, best thing to do is just to head back home for now. See how many troops we can get retrained.
My king. Onward.
I can't get any of these guys retrained, unfortunately. The Dwarven Travelers, could I get you guys retrained? Because you lost a shit ton of your archers. Yes, perfect. That's good. Merchant Cavalry will have to wait. Same with the Cell Swords. Increased taxes here. Guard Barracks is done in 2 more turns. That's good.
At your service.
Let's keep you heading this way. Keep an eye on those goblins.
Sire,
I might be tempted to head in this direction, take Erui. Dale prospers. Well, at least one good faction is doing well. Alright, we'll get some more bandits. Because I do like those bandits. Mining network won't be done for 6 more turns. Guard barracks is done in 1 more. Oh, I can get Khazâd volunteers. Oh, thank goodness. Yeah, this will help us greatly in our numbers. I know it's not going to be a good idea to push out right now, but I think by next turn we could justify moving towards Enin and Oded. I don't know what the numbers are going to look like against us, unfortunately. That's the only bad thing. And I'm going to send my spy back in here for now. Guard barracks, like I said, 1 more turn.
awaiting your command.
Alright, just keep heading south.
Yes, sire. Of course, sire.
And you... did you already speak with Agmar? Oh, I guess not. We should get some more money after speaking with you.
Acceptable. Very well then.
Perfect, okay. Got some more money there. Alright, so who do we go to next? Ooh, we should probably just head south and head towards Enidwaith.
Yes, sire. Of course.
Do your thing. Alright, we're giving these guys time to regroup a little bit.
My king.
Oh wait, I could see if I can get these guys retrained. That's right. Do I have enough room? Kind of. Let me do this.
My king. Aye.
Okay, you'll go back and get retrained, right? Darn it. They're not available yet. Or at least not enough are available. Bummer. I really need more of those beast hunters. They're better archers. But give me some frickin' crossbows. Give me some flippin' crossbows. I can do a lot of damage. Goblin spies. Trash. Alright, we need to take that region. Of course, it was already on the agenda. Okay, so
Aye, sire.
when you start getting these guys on the move, I'm going to get all these archers on the move too.
Aye, lord.
So before we do that, I'm going to save it as Khazâd 38. There we go. I want to get all these troops on the move. Now, this does leave Khazad-dûm East a bit vulnerable. Yeah, okay. Frick yeah. Finally, tier 2 units, and we get them right away. This is beautiful. I don't have to wait a shit ton of time for these guys. Alright. Alright, the goblins are about to unleash Dwarven Wrath. Okay, grain exchange. Let's see here. Oh, what should I do next? Great Miners Hall, Ballista Maker. I've already built that. Why can't I just get something that gets me catapults? Ah, beautiful. Oh wait, I'm clicking on the wrong region, of course. Alright, that still has 5 more turns till it's done. And we're not going to waste time. We're going to get these guys moving now.
Aye, sire.
Because we have every opportunity to get this army on the move. We must conquer new territory. Venture to new horizons. Alright, and because I can't really give you Ballin, I will give you the Reclaimers instead. Yeah, I'll give you 1 unit of reclaimers, and then you'll just march forward in this direction. You need to keep an eye on over here. Yeah, let's besiege this area and take the frickin' place. To be honest with you, we should just give you the ballistas, because we can attack this place right away next turn. So I think I'll do that as well. Not a big fan of taking this siege equipment out of here, but you guys need it, because if you can reach it by next turn, you can just take it right away. You don't have to go through a silly hold for a siege and wait till you get freaking battering rams built. Nonsense. Alright. I'm not too concerned about that side of the mountain. It's this side. Yeah, stay up here, because if the goblins come down this way, we gotta know in advance. I would like to have at least 2 turns notice. If they're coming down to Khazâd East, I would like to know that they're at the very least, 2 turns away from reaching. That gives us some time to get our defenses up. But once we get these freaking Dwarven Legionnaires going, we're going to be unstoppable on this side. It's just a shame that it had to take us a turn 40, almost turn 40 to get them. Yay, another orc died. Enedwaith falters. Dang, Enedwaith not doing well. That means the Dunlendings are doing well, which is bad news. Yeah, this time around, Enedwaith doesn't do as well as it used to. In this version of EUR, they've really nerfed... I feel like they've nerfed Enedwaith quite a bit. Which is both a good and a bad thing. Good thing because normally in previous versions, Enedwaith was like spreading like wildfire throughout the map. But now they've nerfed them so much that the Dunlendings are just completely dogpiling them. Okay, let's see here. So, we're gonna have to take this place right away. Not the biggest fan of it, but it would be wise of us to make this happen now. Yeah, we can't give the goblins time to mobilize. Yep, this is all they've got. It's not too bad. They've only got just the black... Oh, these guys are pretty nasty, but that's the worst we've got to deal with. That's it. The rest won't be too bad to deal with. And we still have an okay amount of cavalry, so I'm going to go for it. We can at least end the stream on that note, taking that region with few casualties. I'll be very happy. Plus, reinforcements won't be too far behind, because we got the Legionnaires coming up. Alright, let's put you guys over here. Alright, Owen, you're going to have to lead the charge, because you're the toughest unit we've got. I'll send the bandits over as well. Yeah, I will send you 2 forward to break through the front gate. Beast Hunters and Dwarven Travelers. Yep, we got a really good assortment of archers now. That's great. And then the Khazâd Volunteers, you guys will stay over here. Alright, Owen, if they do have archers up on that hill, I want you to absorb the blow to give our ballistas a chance. Alright, I'm going to get you guys up here right away. See if we can take advantage of our archers really quick. I need to get my ballista straight up here, because if they run out of ammo and the gate is not down, then we can't win the battle. The battle automatically ends for us with defeat. So, got to get these guys right up so they get the most accuracy. Every shot counts. Archers, move forward. Keep taking the heights. I think we should have the upper hand with the archers, because we have slightly better archers than they do. Well, the beast hunters are way better than pretty much any goblin archer. It's the wargs that I'd have to consider. I want to try to take those guys out first if I can with the archers. Yeah, just get straight up there so that you can't possibly miss the gate. Alright, and these guys, we're going to wait for you to come in later. And they don't have any defense towers, so no annoying little watchtowers that's going to shoot us with arrows. Yeah, quite homey for goblins, isn't it? Disgusting cave. Dark, gloomy, gross, wet cave. Alright, now bring down that gate. Alright, don't fire at the goblin infantry. It's a waste of arrows. We need to hit these warg riders, if anything. So let's get right up there. Alright, they're loading up. They'll be firing soon. Good to have the beast hunters back at full strength. Alright, it looks like our archers... Are archers in range of these guys? Oh, they are. Yeah, hit those warg riders. Alright, we better get these guys ready to go. Because if the gate breaks down, I'm not sure if they're going to charge out of the gate and try to hit our archers. Yeah, we better get you guys out of there. I think they're coming out with the... Yeah, they're coming out with the warg riders. Fall back, fall back. Yeah, fall back, fall back. They're definitely coming out with those wargs now. They're not messing around. They're pissed. Yeah! Did you not hit anybody? Are you for real? Alright, they asked for it, dwarves. Fire down upon them. Unleash hell.
Our men are winning the battle. If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
Alright, we're doing a great job so far, bringing the fight to them right outside the gate. Should be able to slaughter these warg riders. Alright, where are the wargs now? 22 left. Wonderful. Okay. Now, I don't want the dwarves to use up all of their ammo. We still gotta deal with these skirmishers and orc hunters. And those berserkers as well. Alright. You guys, new targets. Don't worry about the wargs anymore. They're done for. In fact, I might get you to stop shooting altogether. Yeah, stop firing, Owen. You save your ammo. Yep, they're sending in the rest now. Alright, hit that goblin infantry. Alright, bandits, move in. Flank those goblins. I'm kind of hoping that the bandits get a bit of a redesign in version 2. I mean, I know they're not elite units at all. They're not the most impressive troops, but it would be nice if they got a bit of an update. A little bit of a different aesthetic to make them look more like authentic bandits. Because these guys kind of look like cartoon bandits. Alright, we're doing good. Keeping casualties very low on our end. We've decimated their cavalry. Yeah, they're just sending in the rest. I don't know why they're doing that, but okay. Make it easier for us. I don't mind. Now let's get you guys regrouped. I'm not going to use my ballistas because we got to make sure that the gate is destroyed. I don't know if the gate's destroyed. I think they went through before we could destroy it. Yeah. We gotta wait till they close the gate again, and then we can fire at it again. Yeah, and right now we're only taking casualties because the bandits are taking casualties, which, again, not worried about these guys, very disposable. They come in large numbers and they're very cheap, so you can always get more. Yeah, they're sending in the rest now. Okay, Khazâd volunteers. I think I'm going to start sending you guys in so we can flank these goblins over here. Yeah, and these guys are not giving up. I mean, they're shaken. So, oh, okay. They're about to run. Yeah, these guys are waiting to throw their hammers, but I need you to save that for the berserkers. Alright, so far so good. Archers pretty much spent their arrows, but we've inflicted 30% casualties on the defenders. And right now, none of our dwarves actually, we're still fighting these orcs. Why haven't they run away yet? They were wavering earlier. Must have got some sort of morale booster. Yeah, for some reason they're changing course. Now they're heading over here. Get some dwarf and orc conflict going on. Here we go. Get some close combat. Oh, dang. Bandits are really low now. I think I better send in Owen. Help out, Owen. Alright, archers, I think you can retire. You've done plenty of work for the day. And my cavalry, I'm going to get you guys over here too. These guys are they're being pretty stubborn. They're not giving in. Alright, let's get these ballistas firing again. I want to take down that gate. Actually, you know what? I guess not. They're sending in... They might just end up sending in their whole army. Who knows? They've been sending in more and more troops. Just to keep us on the outside. Yeah, it's too bad I'm out of arrows now. Or after this, I need to give these guys a little bit of a break. Because at this point, 50% of their army has been killed off. Won't be long before we can start crashing through the gate and hit their general. Oh, actually, no, don't fire yet. You might... Who's shooting at us? What the heck? Damn archers.
Our men are winning the battle. If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
They're just sending everybody out, aren't they? They just don't care. Alright. Time to throw those hammers. Alright, take down that gate first, and then you can start hitting these berserkers.
The battle is very much in our
We're close to take down the gate.
Remain true and steadfast. Victory
Maybe
will
like
be
5
ours.
more direct shots and we got it down. Maybe 6. There we go, 78. Almost there. Alright, a couple more shots and then you can start shooting these berserkers. Start mowing these guys down.
The gates are down.
Lovely.
The gates are down.
Lovely work. Okay, very nice. Now hit these berserkers. Alright, come on now, fire.
The battle is very much in our favor. If we remain true and steadfast, victory will be ours.
Alright, I know we're hitting some of our troops, but we're killing a heck lot more of theirs. And these berserkers, we gotta kill off as many as we can. They're very difficult. Oh yeah, we are definitely laying the kills on them. Perfect place for the ballistas. This is where the ballistas are incredibly powerful. Yeah, just look at how many we lit on fire there. Ooh, more dead goblins. Yeah, now they're up to 73% losses. And the ballistas are doing pretty well at not hitting our troops, thank goodness.
The enemy lies dead, slain by our fearless warriors. Attack!
Lovely.
And mourn their loss.
Alright, so with the general dead, it won't be long before these guys are running back into the fortress. And the ballistas still have a lot of shots left, that's good. I don't think I have to use my cavalry at all, which is a huge relief. Oh, oh no, oh. That's okay, they're replaceable. Okay, you can stop firing now. I just stopped shooting. Alright, come on. We're so close. Slaughter them all.
Our soldiers have proved their worth today. The enemy's walls belong to us now.
Alright, not that much left. All the berserkers are killed off.
Enemy flees the field. After them, cut the cowards down.
Alright, let's end this battle then.
Clear victory.
Only lost 260 troops, but over half of those casualties were just bandits, so I'm not worried about that. Hardly lost any of our dwarves, so that's the important thing. I don't mind losing a crap load of mercenaries, just dwarves, we can't lose dwarven lives. Yes, and it's ours. And we killed their faction leader.
Victory! A most noble conquest, sire.
Okay. Now, I'm not sure if we can actually keep this region. That's the only difficult question here. Let's see here. I mean, what would convert culture faster? Militia garrison, stoneworker, brewery. Yeah, I guess we'll do that. Actually, do we really need this that much? Because we could get something else built. I can get another spy in here, too. No, we'll do that. Alright, our troops are doing fantastic. We didn't lose any of our archers or cavalry. Huge relief. Can't retrain the cell swords, unfortunately. These guys will be ready by next turn. Let's get some Khazâd volunteers going. No goblins over here for now. That's the good news. I think we better start focusing on getting Great Miners Hall next. Let me see here. Actually, let's do pig farm, because we gotta get this population growing. We need more food production. Because our populations are not that large, so we need to start contributing to the population growth. Khazâd 39. Okay. Alright then. I think that's pretty good. Let me just see where this next turn is going to take us. Now, if I can get the goblins pretty much decimated on the western side of the Misty Mountains within the next, I would say, 10 turns, I think that's realistic. 10 turns we can get them pretty much decimated. Then we'll be in a pretty good place to start taking the fight against the Dunlendings. And if we're already that strong, the Dunlendings won't stand a chance, because Dwarven armor is just way too powerful. Alright, so the men of Enedwaith, they're putting up a final stand. Dang, already? Alright, send Balin to the Miramir and await coronation by summer 2994 within 3 turns. I gotta send him over there? Man. Oh, man. I don't want to. We're just doing well against the goblins. Give us some breathing space. Alright, gotta send you back. 3 turns, okay. Alright, I need to start building some watchtowers out here. You need to know what the goblins are up to. That's going to be of the utmost priority. Really wish I can get some mercenaries going. And what do they have here? Way station. Brawler's Hall, Grog Hut. I mean, all this will be converted to our culture. Alright, the brewery is going to be done in 2 turns. This will be done in 3 turns. It's getting there. Balin, can you hire any mercenaries now? Nope, you can't. Darn it. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and start getting... I might get these troops moving. Nope, can't get you retrained there just yet. Okay, so I really, really want these legionnaires in this direction, but I know that once Balin comes over to this side of Khazad-dûm, there's going to be some sort of event here where the goblins are going to assemble a huge army and try to attack East Khazad-dûm, so that is what we could be looking at, unfortunately. Okay. Well, I am going to hang it up here for tonight. Because I'm trying to learn as much as I can about Khazad-dûm as a faction, and just basically what tips I can pick up from other players on how to approach this campaign. I feel like so far at turn 40 we're not doing bad. We have gained a foothold in Goblin territory on the west side of the Misty Mountains, which is good. We're not dealing with too much trouble over here on the eastern side, but I know we still have a bunch of scripted events to take place with the goblins. They will try to hit us again, especially on East Khazad-dûm, so we need to look out for that. We still have to deal with the Belrog, so at some point we got to get Gandalf to help us with the Belrog, which will be a huge task. And once I can get rid of the goblin presence primarily in this area here, then that'll help us consolidate our front and push south against the Dunlendings. And then once we're done with the Dunlendings, which will be a long war, we can push against Isengard eventually. But I think we're going to have to balance our war efforts in defeating the goblins here primarily, and then the Dunlendings. And then while we're fighting the Dunlendings, we're likely going to have to push in this direction against the goblins on this side of the Anduin Vales. Okay. Let me do a quick autosave here too. Alright guys, well I'm signing off for tonight. If you enjoyed that, just give me a follow as usual. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day or evening, wherever you are in the world.